beautiful people, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I am doing a book haul video today because I have a little bit of a problem and I just keep buying books just now, and I'm trying to be really good and not buy books and maybe treat myself to books once I've read them, but it's just not happening. And the worst part is these books that I'm away to show you are just books that have been delivered. There's actually still more books to come, and then I'll probably have to do another book haul. But there's just so many good deals just now. Like on Amazon, for example, there's like the buy 4 save 5%. I mean, it's 5%, it's not a huge amount, but they're sitting at like £4 and stuff. So I definitely have taken advantage of that. And there's a few books here. I just remembered there's another book over there that I got last night that I didn't even put in this pile. I can't even keep track of what books I have bought recently. I had to second guess if I've even showed you guys these yet because I just don't know, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. But I'm just gonna grab this book because I got it last night and I don't want to miss it. So I'm just gonna delve right in. We're not gonna wait. We're not going to delay it. I don't know a whole lot about most of these books, especially the one that I'm going to show you first that I got on Asda last night. I bought it purely down to the cover because look at this cover. So it's called Love in the Time of Serial Killers. Now, I thought this was one of those books that was like, you know, when you get ones about serial killers and it's like a biography, autobiography type style thing. That's what I thought this was. I didn't actually realize it was like a full-blown story. That like not a real story. And it says it's a TikTok bestseller. I've never heard of this before. Have you guys heard of this before? It says The True Crime is Not Reading This Novel by Ali Hazelwood. Ali Hazelwood. If she's popped something on there, I'm in. So I got this from Asda. They do 4 for £8. Tesco do no. Whoa! Don't everybody rush to Asda because I just got that wrong. They do 2 for £8 and Tesco do 2 for £9, so it was a better offer. So I got this one, and then there wasn't really anything else that I fancied that was in the 2 for £8. But Daniel did pick up Addie LaRue because he really wants to read V. Schwab, and I said to him that that one's a bit similar to Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Not fully similar, but there's like small similarities, so he decided to pick that up on that recommendation alone. I've not actually read Addie LaRue yet, so if it's bad, I'm going to feel terrible, but I did warn him I had not read it, so that's technically not my fault. But yes, this is book 1 of the haul. Then I got Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey because when I was in Edinburgh, I bought... Was it when I was in Edinburgh? No, it wasn't. I think it was a couple of days before I went to Edinburgh. I bought the 2 other ones in this series. So I bought books 2 and 3, not realizing that this is the first in a series and I needed to have that first. So I have picked it up because I will definitely need to read it. This has got a US and Canadian sticker on it. Is this not the UK version? I'm not really entirely sure. I love how floppy this is. Love it. I've heard very mixed reviews about this series. I've heard some people say that it's absolutely amazing, and then I've heard others say that it's not great. But I do like Tessa Bailey because she has the good element of spice. If you like a little bit of spice, she never seems to disappoint. If you don't like spice, then this is not for you because I'd imagine it's a little bit spicy. If it had a rating on the cover, I'd probably imagine it would have like 3 or 4 chili peppers, or maybe even 5. It just depends. But yes, had to pick it up so that I could actually start the series because you can't start from book 2. This one is a recommendation because Danny bought this book and then read it and said it was really good, and then she also said that she was going to give me her copy because she's already read it and she probably wasn't going to keep it. But I saw it on Waterstones and I had Waterstones vouchers to use, and I really liked the cover and I couldn't really wait, so I decided to buy it myself. So it's Our Wives Under the Sea. This is not a book that I would typically go for. The only reason why I've picked it up is purely because Danny has said that I would really enjoy it. So if this is something that's up your street, maybe have a little look at it. It's by Julia Armfield. It's, I don't know, I just love the cover alone. The cover is really cool, but it's a short one as well, but it would probably take me God knows how long because I obviously read at the pace of a snail. But yeah, I'm quite excited to get to this one. This one is not on my priority list though, so it's probably not going to be read anytime soon. But because Danny said I liked it, well, I'm gonna like it, I decided to purchase it. Then I got Seven Faceless Saints by M.K. Lobb. I know that Catherine picked this up when she was in Edinburgh. I had this pre-ordered and then for some reason I decided to cancel the pre-order. I don't know why. I don't know if I got cold feet or I was trying to be good and I was just not buying books. But I mean, I've now bought it, so I should have probably just kept the pre-order. I have no idea. But yes, I have decided to pick it up because this sounds so good. If you have not read the synopsis of it, and it is something that you do, because I know not everybody reads synopsis of books. Is it synopsis or synopsi? Synopsis. I don't know. A synopsis. If you are not that type of person, then just buy the book for the cover alone because it looks absolutely beautiful. This is one that I do really want to get to very soon because it has been on my list of books coming out this year that I'm really excited for. So keep an eye out on the vlogs because I should be reading this in the next couple of months. Then I got Encyclopedia of Fairies by Emily Wilds. Now, I have seen this book floating about so much and I was like, that looks a bit airy-fairy, no pun intended, and it just does not look like my cup of tea at all. When I found out what this book was about and I heard everybody ranting and raving about it, saying how good it was, I was like, right, I need to read the synopsis one more time. Well, I need to read the synopsis because I don't believe I actually read it. I judged a book by its cover, which is wrong. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. But I read the synopsis and I was like, this is definitely something I would enjoy. This cover does not do this book justice. The way it is described on the back, I would just not pick this up in a bookstore. I've seen it in a bookstore so many times. I've looked at it and just went, not interested. So the fact that this book cover is the way it is and then the synopsis is the way it is, it just doesn't match in my opinion. Obviously some people will say that that is probably wrong, but in my opinion I just feel like it doesn't match and it's not something that drew my attention because I've walked past it many times and never picked it up. But I do have it in my possession. I am very excited to get to this. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but I am glad to have it, and it's like a whimsical dark academia. Does this cover give you whimsical dark academia vibes? Maybe whimsical, but not dark academia. It's too, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, it doesn't give me that vibe from the cover. But I am excited to read it, and I'm glad that I read the synopsis and got there in the end. Then I got Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is one that has kind of been circling around the internet very slowly. It's kind of been trickling. Not a lot of people have spoken about this, but I've heard this is a really good romance. I don't think it's got a lot of spice in it though. I don't think it's like a smutty book, which is unusual because if you've been here for a while, you know that I love a smutty book. But I think it's just a nice, simple romance with the normal tropes and the normal third act situation going on as far as I'm aware. But I really like the cover as well. This one actually took a little while to get to me from Amazon. It took me like 4 or 5 days for it to get here. It took it 4 or 5 days to get here, even though it was ordered on Prime. I think it has to be ordered from the publisher or something. I don't know, but I couldn't find it in Waterstones. They didn't have stock of it, and I couldn't find it in W.H. Smith either, so I had to go to Amazon. Now, I buy a lot of books on Amazon. I know that's probably wrong and we shouldn't be funding Amazon, but I mean, I do, and I love books and they get delivered the next day generally, so yeah. But I'm excited to read this. I'm not sure when, again, that's going to be, but it will be at some point. Then I have been hearing a lot about this book series. The covers are absolutely tremendous. The fact that the artist that has designed the covers of these 3 books has never designed book covers before, and this is her first time at designing them, is actually blows my mind because they are the most fascinating book covers ever. Now, this is a book series that not everyone will enjoy. It's not everyone's cup of tea because I think there's quite a lot of toxic relationship type things, and I know there's a lot of people out there that just they aren't interested in books like that, which is absolutely fair enough. I don't mind those types of books. They really don't bother me. They don't trigger me in any way. So I not that I enjoy them, but I can read them, and with past things in my life I can relate to characters that are going through certain situations. So I don't know if that's why I find it easier to read these than someone that just they find it triggering. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. The book series I'm talking about is Magnolia Parks. Look at this. So this is book 1. Now these are a little bit pricey. I think this was like $14.99 on Amazon, but everyone on TikTok is apparently talking about it. Now I don't have TikTok anymore because I was wasting way too much of my life on it, but this is still trickled down and I found out about it. So I bought the first book. Have I read the first book? No. Did I order the second book? Yes. This is Daisy Hates, which I think is about a side character that's in the first ones. Like I said, I've not read it, so I don't really know, but that's just from what I've gathered. But yeah, lovely and floppy. I love how floppy they are. This one was $10.99. They were a bit cheaper, the second and third one. But yeah, just look at those covers. And then I got the third one. It's just absolutely crazy. And I think the third one goes back to the first 2 characters from the first one. But yeah, these are chunky and the writing is not small. I mean, how big is this book? Oh wow, it's only like just over 500 pages. It's 524 pages. This looks like a 700 page book. This is a chunky book, but I do really love how floppy this is. I'm very excited about the floppiness of these. But yes, I have been bad and I have bought 3 books in a series and I've not read the first one. And what if I hate the first one? That sounds like a future problem for me that I'm happy to deal with, and I will take the hit for that. And then the last book I want to show you in this haul is Stephen King's Gerald's Game. Now this is a nice floppy one as well. Mr. Stephen King, I own a lot of his books. I'm actually going to film a Stephen King collection video because I own a lot of Stephen King's. The funny thing with Stephen King is I've read, what is it I've read of his? I've read, can't even remember now. I've read It, which is Time of My Life that I cannot get back. I have read Pet Sematary, which I really didn't like. And I have also read, is it just 2 of them? Oh, I read the one that's Stand By Me, the film's based on. I read it last year because it's one of Daniel's favourites, but I honestly can't remember what it's called. Nope, can't remember. Genuinely can't remember. I bought it on my Kindle as well, so I don't even have a physical copy of it. But it was really short. Yeah, nope, genuinely can't remember. And then the other book that I've read of his, this is really bad. I can't even remember. Oh, was it Salem's Lot? No, I don't think it was. I can't remember. Anyway, I've not had the best of luck with him, but Daniel showed me the trailer because they made a movie of this. I mean, they make a lot of movies of Stephen King's books, but it looked so good and he was like, do you want to watch it? And I went, no, if there's a book, I am reading it. So this has actually been sitting at my front door for ages because I forgot I ordered it. I'm pretty sure I ordered this with like Amazon vouchers I got for my birthday, and we're now in May, so this has been sitting at my front door for ages, like literally over a month. And that's hilarious considering I said I can't keep track of how many books I'm buying, and this one sat at my front door for a month. There we are. But yes, so I haven't had the best relationship with Stephen King, so I'm really hoping that I enjoy that one, but we'll just have to wait and see. But keep your eyes peeled because I will be filming a Stephen King collection video and we'll be sharing that with you very, very soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. There's probably going to be more book haul videos, so if you enjoy them and you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe because I will be posting them as soon as all these books start arriving. I hope you guys have had a nice day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!